Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the new moon that's occurring on December 12th, 2023. Before we get into the forecast, I just want to mention that this is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading for your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you. This is also a great time to get your year ahead forecast and your diamond forecast for 2024. If you haven't done that yet, you can head on over to my website, book some time with me. I'd love to take a look. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Life path number 3. So you all are working with some pretty intense energies around this new moon. You've got the energy of the 16-7, and then you're also working with Black Panther energy. So let's talk about the 16-7 first. So anytime we have 16-7 energy, there's something here that brings in a very physical component, like a very physical experience that can lead to some kind of greater spiritual evolution, awakening, awareness about, greater connectivity to your higher self, greater connectivity to a higher consciousness, a rise in consciousness. It sounds intense because it often is. Not in a bad way, in a way where something often when we have 16-7 energy, especially in a cycle, something physical often will occur that through that experience opens us up to some kind of greater awareness about ourselves, about our relationships, our place in the world, just leads to greater self-discovery. But oftentimes, because of that 16 energy, it's something very tangible, very physical. So, and that's meant to wake us up to something that maybe we've been avoiding or we haven't been conscious of yet. So when we have 16-7 energy coming through, it's often very transformative, or it can be oftentimes very transformative. So pay attention to what comes in for you around, what's asking you to step into your courage, what's asking you to really take a closer look at how you show up in the world, your identity, your view on not only life, but of yourself, right? So some of these themes could be coming in, and sometimes, again, it can be through some kind of physical experience. So, through a relationship, through loss of something, or gaining of something. It doesn't always have to be like, drama or bad. Sometimes it can be something that's very good that comes in, or that feels really, really good. And that goodness sort of creates that aha moment. But a lot of times with 16-7 energy, it's something where we need to be woken up around something. And oftentimes that can be jolting, right? And so that can bring the intensity. And we're also working with a new moon. And so there's something here about setting intentions, initiating something, taking action, standing in your power, having courage, being assertive, going after what you want type thing. And you've got the 1, right, in the 16-7. So again, this is very much emphasized here. This self, taking initiative, being assertive type thing. And then you've also got the energy of the 6, which is, the vibration of love, but also it brings in like home, family, relationships, connectivity. And then you've got, of course, the energy of the 7, which again is about greater self-discovery. And so when you combine all these energies, that's where we get sort of this intensity of something occurring within the physical experience that awakens you to something bigger, something greater than self that you are also a part of. So again, there's a lot that goes into this energy, but I would expect that there will be some kind of transformative experience. And through that process, you will have some kind of greater self-discovery. And through that greater self-discovery, that can enhance your relationships, your creativity, your place in the world, like all of the things, right? So though this energy can be intense and it can feel a little daunting at times, it really does open us up to our greatest potential. Now, this is a shorter cycle, right? It's only for a couple of weeks, so I don't know that you'll be getting the full force of the 16-7 energy, but you'll get a taste of it. And so wherever it is within your life that you have to have this sort of greater awareness, or you're missing something through, maybe you have the blinders on in some area, this energy will come in with somewhat of intensity to sort of jolt you awake in that area. What's also interesting is, though, you've got Black Panther energy. So this is a very like dominant energy. This is this is an energy where it's like, you know your worth, you know your place in the world, you know what you want, and you're willing to go after it. It's sort of this stalking energy also, not in like a creepy way, but in a way where it's like, I'm going to, if I don't see what I want, I'm going to wait until I do. So it's not a rushed energy. It's not something that's impulsive. It's very much like, let's take our time. Let's move through this. Let's see what we want. Let's see what the next step is. Like, what feels right, what feels good, what feels aligned. And so it's a very like evolved sort of energy where, again, it's not going to just go after the first thing to, the first whatever, passes by and say, okay, I'll settle for this. This is not a settling type of energy. This is let me wait until I see what I want. And then when I see that, then I'm gonna pounce. I'm gonna go after what I want. And it has to feel aligned. It has to feel good. There's a maturity to this energy, as well as to the 16-7 as well. So there's definitely something here that's saying something needs your focus. It needs your attention. And it's also possible that it needs to have some kind of transformation, but you're going to be able to sort of move through that in a very like evolved way, right? With this Black Panther energy. It's definitely asking you for, determination. Like, where is it that you need to focus your energy and be determined in whatever, going after whatever this is that you want. And also, with Black Panther, there's this intensity for like love of life, right? And so if there's anywhere where you've become overly cynical or overly like pessimistic, then the 16-7 and the Black Panther energy are both coming in to sort of shake you out of that, to remind you that, this life, even though it can be challenging at times, is very much a gift. And so what are you going to do with it type thing? So very intense energies here, but again, it's a short cycle. So, but it's going to point something out to you. And I would say definitely pay attention. And even if you don't know exactly what to do with it just yet, that's okay. Just acknowledge it, whatever this is, and just know that you'll probably be working with it in the months to come for sure. So transformation and sort of taking your time and not being too impulsive are sort of keynotes for this new moon for you all. So big energy threes, definitely requiring determination, focus, and a greater awareness around something, and then doing something with that greater awareness. So big energies threes. Take care. Bye for now.